Okay, here we go. Welcome back, and it's the United Arab Emirates in the green and red are going to take on Japan in their traditional white and red. It's seed 1 versus seed 2 of their pool. So here we go. Heavyweights Japan. UAE looked good in their earlier game today. And already we've got an early score. His legs are out though. The touchy has got his flag up. So denied an early try. Japan.
And UAE in the red and green jerseys. Japan, UAE, and after this game it will be Malaysia taking on the host Sri Lanka.
Here comes Japan again. It's Chihito Matsui, who was denied just earlier, and he has put the ball wide, and there is the first try to the Japanese. It's an early 5-0 lead against the UAE. Earlier today, Japan beating Chinese Taipei 35-7, and the UAE a shock upset against Chinese Taipei. Sakai has missed the conversion, so it's Japan 5, UAE 0 in this Pool A top of the group clash. But the UAE, having lost to Chinese Taipei this morning, might find themselves in third spot in this group and failing to make the Cup quarterfinals. Of course, they could beat Japan here. That would help. Here comes the local boy, Sri Lankan boy, Rial, Imad Rial. The Sri Lankan living in United Arab Emirates and bursting through the gap. Here he goes, is Adel Al-Hindi, and UAE are on the board with a spectacular dive, and he's under the post. It's 5-all, good comeback from UAE. Wonderful stuff from the UAE. And the kick is over, and UAE have taken a 7-5 lead against Japan here. Look at him go here, the local boy, the Sri Lankan boy. He played at St Anthony's College in Sri Lanka from 2005 to 2009. Beautiful dive. And Trinity College from 09 to 2010, and UAE making this one interesting. That's a good restart. And that's not been managed by Japan. Kua Zuru trying to bat that back and apparently getting a finger onto it. So the old overhead hasn't gone to man. And there is Rial getting involved again. He's got some local support here from the Sri Lankan crowd. And Japan now through number 8, Hano. This is Chihito Matsui. Look at the gas coming onto the ball there. That's Goya. It's a little untidy, playing advantage to Japan here. This is number 3, Sojima. And the referee coming back, no advantage there. And we're coming up to the 5-minute mark. And UAE holding a slender lead over Japan. Five minutes gone. It's 7-5 UAE. Away come Japan now. Here goes Matsui. Their hot try scorer at number 11, Goto, is not on the field at the moment. This is Ozawa, and he gives it out to Sojima. Puts on a bit of footwork. Gets taken down about 8 meters out from the line. UAE working hard on defense. Karpin's gone in, but he's done so illegally. Sakai. Hano, he's been held up. Beautiful defense from the UAE over the line there. Desperate defense, and there's the ball. Surely it's going to come, and yes, it does. Finally, Japan through number 12, Goya. Put Japan back in the lead now by 10 points to 7 with a kick to come. And Sakai nails it. So it's 12 points to 7 now. Look at this defense there from number 10, Munia. Beautifully done, but they'd committed too many to the ruck, and so a stroll over for Goya. Goya again with the restart. Pretty sure Sakai got that kick, so it should be 12-7. Sakai to Goya, the try scorer, and this is Matsui, and he's not going to be touched. Beautifully done from the speedster, and try number 3 for Japan. Simple matter of hands. You got to work it. You got to work it. Drawn pass, drawn pass, drawn pass, and Al Hindi left with too much to do. That one's away, so it's 17 points to 7 at half-time. Japan getting their noses back in front. We're back here and we're underway. It's 17 points to 7, Japan over the UAE. The winner of this, well, Japan, if they win this, will take out Pool A. And they'll play the second place getters of Pool C, which is important because there's only 2 teams in Pool C, and that's Hong Kong and China. And Goya there with the optimistic pass over the top. So we have a big quarterfinal tomorrow morning. It'll be Japan as winner of Pool A facing the runner-up of Pool C, which will be Hong Kong or China. So that game coming up after this. Here goes El Nubi. Couple of subs being rolled on for the UAE. Off goes Ian Overton. And that's Rhino Faree out on the side. A hard running. Two minutes gone in this encounter, and one more score would see it out of reach of UAE already. Beautiful inside ball back inside to Goya. And they're running amok now. Lottie Takiri is on, the big number 2. Goya fishes it out and sends it away to Sakai. Sakai to Kuwazuru. And look at how they've used the width there. But beautiful defense by El Nubi out wide there to deny Japan. And back they come again. This is tiring stuff. He sees outside, it's Matsui, and good bounce, and he's got it. He's over in the corner. Side to side stuff from Japan. Hard to keep up with. Very tiring on defense. They've stretched the UAE from side to side, and now it's 22 points to 7. This game is all but in the bag for Japan. Sakai has bent it round, but it's just gone under the crossbar. So it remains 22 to 7, Japan over UAE. Bit of a crowd on the far side there. It's been a hot day down here at the racetrack stadium in Colombo. We've had a big torrential rain shower about half an hour ago, which is passed over now, and big black skies out there still. The lights are on, obviously. Away comes Faree, Rhino Faree, but Lottie Takiri helping himself to the ball there. Thanks very much. And away comes Sochima. Faree's getting in there busy on the ball. He looks like he's entitled to that. Sorry, no, it was Imad Rayal, the local Sri Lankan boy, and here he goes. They love him here. That's Faree. He goes down, he's got no support, and again, just robbed so easily. Goya hiffs out the big one. Here comes Matsui back in field to Goya again. Jamie Henry's on, number 1, and he puts in a no-nonsense fin. Away goes Jamie Henry. El Nubi comes across, but he's just come on the field, and the fresh legs of Jamie Henry take it out to 27 points to 7. Japan running away with this. He puts in the big don't argue on Devont Steele, and it opened up for him, and he didn't need to be asked twice. Sakai has kicked the goal, and I think that will make it 24 to 7. Takiri gets up and bats it back. These Emiratis now look very tired. They've had to do a lot of defending. They opened the scoring to take an early lead. Here comes Japan again. They're relentless. Jamie Henry to Matsui. And he gets flung to the ground by Fari. Goya. Way to Suzuki. It's a bit loose, but it's okay. In fact, I think the call came from the assistant referee that drifted forward. So with just half a minute remaining on the clock, it's 29-7. And there's no stopping Japan, of course, topping their group. The Asian rugby machine. Sargent puts it in, but it doesn't pop out very nicely under all sorts of pressure. Here goes Imad Rial. Al-Nubi gets monstered by Jamie Henry and has been battered back by Henry while he was executing the tackle. And Patrick Kwok, referee, says there's time for one more play. UAE well and truly beaten by Japan. You have to get up very early in the morning to beat Japan, and it's not been UAE's day. UAE will come bottom of their group after losing to Chinese Taipei this morning. Disappointing for them. So they'll be in the bowl. And there's Rial making the burst again. He's been one of the standouts for UAE, the Sri Lankan fella playing his rugby in the Emirates. Here goes Sargent. Lottie Takiri gets a finger on him, that's all he needs. Rial kicks it forward, he's taken down in the act of kicking. Jamie Henry's going back, and he could just kick it out if he wants, but no way, they want to pile on the misery. Oh, that's a hamstring buster, one of those. I better get up and stretch after watching that. Al-Nubi comes in with the hit. The ball is away, here goes Takiri. Big man galloping forward. This is Gotu. Gotu's on the field. Is he going to prosper? Yes, he is. Taria Gotu is going to get his third try of the tournament, and there are players scattered everywhere for the UAE. Japan, too big, too fast, and too classy, but very gutsy from the UAE. They stuck at their work. And unfortunately for them, they are relegated into the bowl tomorrow. They finished last in their pool. But Japan looking ominously good and finding some form. They've already sewn up their spot in the World Series qualifiers. But everyone's contesting the second spot for this series. And it's open between probably China, South Korea, and Hong Kong.